John Milne in the house. Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days till 200-pound round robin battle in the capital.
That's right. Battle Royal, yeah.
Yeah, Battle Royal.
16-man invitational. All the guys have been selected. The Battle Royal means that it's a 2 out of 3 super match format. Still double elimination tournament, but it's a super match format. So
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this tournament. It's right here in Ottawa. I feel like we've got like the very best guys in the region. It's exciting class. To me, this tournament is really cool. I mean, the way they're setting it up, you get to pick your number, right?
Yeah.
That's going to start around 1:30.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Grace O'Malley's this Saturday. Yeah. So really, I mean, the thing that makes it so exciting to me is we got so much deep talent, like all the way through this class.
Yep.
I'm just going to throw some names out there.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with Guy Windover?
Who?
Yeah. There we go. Who? All right. Mike Tracius. You know that guy?
Who?
Right on. You got a little bit of a hook there, but okay. All right, Toronto, you still get a who. All right. Why don't we go with Harpreet?
Give me some names that...
Okay. All right. So, all right, I'll throw a heavier one at you. Why don't we go with a guy who I think has done a lot of great things in his career, a fundamentally very sound arm wrestler. At one point in time, I think he may have even been considered one of the top 10 in the world. You know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Brian Tamlin.
Yeah. So, all the way through, even when this event was came about, Brian Tamlin was the early favorite. He still is. There's no reason to not pick him as number one. His track record is impeccable. Although he's been away for a while, he's been away for a year and a half. The last time I saw him, he crushed a 330-pound grippler
Very
at the Rib
impressive.
Fest in the super match, and even went into his hook. It beat him everywhere. So Brian, even if he hasn't been competing, is the clear favorite. I'm going to beat him if I face him. If he makes it to me, I'm going to beat him. But he's the clear favorite, and there's no reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, if you get hooked up with a guy and you've got a hat, you definitely want to turn it backwards, right? He's a tough dude. Don Smith, late entry.
Very late entry, yeah, because of cancellations. There's been a few of those. But Don Smith, fellow high hooker.
Yeah.
Incredibly versatile, trains really hard. He's relatively new. I'm totally going to crush him if I don't want to meet him because he's a teammate and a friend, but I'll crush him too.
Yeah, why not? Okay, Jason Mangin.
He's too short.
He is. He's a short guy. Is he going to use a riser? A lot of short guys use risers, right?
Matter of fact, I believe he will. He'll be using my riser probably, yeah. So
another short guy who may or may not use a riser who's serious, Alexander Levesque.
Yeah, that Quebec Hercules. He's very
serious
good.
Guy.
I've only met him one time and he beat me. That was quite a few years ago at Quebec Enduro. I saw him in Ottawa earlier this year, and same thing. He crushed everybody. I wasn't in the classes with him, but I was just coming back, so he would have done the same thing that day. He's very strong, very quick, short, compact move. I'm going to beat him. If Joe Gould issued a wager to everyone, he said, whoever your guy is, I bet John Milne places higher than him, and I'll bet you $50. And Alexander Levesque was the only guy with the balls to step up and say that, I'll take that bet, but that's the worst bet you made because if we meet each other, I'll crush you and I'll make money for Joe. If you don't make it far enough to me, that's too bad also, but good for you for having a set of balls. You're the only guy who would step up, but it's not going to make a difference.
Alexander Levesque, big balls.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the name Alexander is, synonymous with big balls.
Of course,
right? Yeah. Right. Newcomer into the game, rookie sensation has been like Brendan Mulvihill, the Lemonator.
Provincial champ.
Yeah.
He just won the 198 Ontario Provincials. He's good. He's big.
He can buy beer now.
You can buy beer now.
Yeah.
Well, you better be. You're training with the Burgoynes.
Yeah.
So another high hooker, another teammate. He doesn't have what it takes to beat me. He can beat a lot of guys there, but he cannot beat me. So I wish him well. I like the kid. Just don't pick my name.
Bit of a unknown quantity out here in Eastern Ontario, but Sean Jensen.
Right. His left hand's awesome. Too bad it wasn't left hand. His right, he's not going to get it done. Good for him for showing up and fighting in this. Hopefully he has a good day left-handed.
Man, it's a deep class, you know.
It is?
It's a deep class. It kind of brings me to my next guy that I got in mind. Maybe a guy with, maybe if he was an opera singer, he'd have like the best singing voice. Known to be very vocal. His accomplishments off the table are legendary. Nicola Gazzetto.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Nick. Yeah. Yeah. I think he listed himself at 172. So he's light.
172.
I think that's what he said. Probably all the banging he's getting. I don't know.
Busy man.
Yeah, he's light. He's incredibly fast. He's strong. He could do well. I expect him to finish in the top half of the tournament. I don't want to meet him again because he's a teammate, but if I do, then he'll go down like the rest of them.
Another real wild card, a guy with, really amazing capabilities, strongest hand at that weight. Well, he's pulling a bit lighter normally. Shea Dickey.
Yeah, I don't want to meet Shea. That guy's got me worried. No. I'm gonna kill him too.
There we go. There's some confidence,
Yeah.
right? That's what we want to hear.
I got to give Shea credit. He's fantastic. He competes normally at 165. He's an incredible arm wrestler. He's very strong, and good for him for pulling up in weight. I think he's probably 195. I was speaking to a teammate of his tonight, and we know he's strong. He always shows up strong. He's fast. He's a great arm wrestler, but good luck.
A guy who I feel is like a miniature version of Denis Saplenkov. Caveman genetics on this guy, Jeff Penny. I mean, he's strong.
He's absolutely strong. He could be the second strongest guy in the class. His hook is great. I think that's all he does. He's very good at establishing it. I don't think.
Well, he moved clubs, right?
Yeah, he did. He trained he used to train in Belleville, and now he goes somewhere else, some other club.
Yeah,
I don't know.
some way out west.
I just don't think that Jeff's arm has the miles on it to go all the way through. Like, I know he gets sore. He's an older guy.
Yeah.
Maybe too old for this competition. Windover's
Is
way
he on
too
TRT
old.
yet, that guy?
I don't know what he's on. Jeff could wreck some guys' days early on in the tournament, second, third round. I don't expect him to a lot.
Yeah, deep class. Let's think on the other end of the spectrum from Jeff Penny. You got a speedy junior, and you know who I'm talking about. Jackie Charlie, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake Charles, love the kid. He's great. He made a mistake telling me that he wasn't afraid of me.
Huh.
So at provincial, so anyway, then he's full of shit. Because if you weren't afraid of me, you wouldn't have to tell me you weren't afraid of me. So he knows I'll kill him. He's going to avoid
That's
me
like
if he
Ronda
can.
Rousey almost, right?
Pretty much like Ronda Rousey, yeah.
So that could be,
It'd be like arm wrestling Ronda Rousey for me, yeah.
Might as well just get a sandwich from him then.
Yeah, pretty much. Make me a sandwich when I'm done with you.
Well, then I guess there's one guy left, and that's the ex-president, the world title holder, Eric Roussin.
Yeah, multiple world titles.
Multiple,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing to say with Eric. He's too powerful. He's got too many connections.
Yeah,
he's on the team.
You can't talk bad about Eric.
I can't. I won't do it.
If you argue with Eric Roussin, you're wrong.
That's right.
So, all right,
Yeah.
we can let that one
I
go.
got nothing to say with Eric.
Um,
I'm going to kill him. I have nothing else to say.
So it's a deep field. So anybody who didn't know those names, I mean, that is a deep, deep field.
This would be a fantastic tournament without me in it. It'd be very competitive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, when I think about your arm wrestling, you started in 2006, yeah?
Yeah.
And 2010, you pulled Ryan Clark.
Las Vegas. Yeah. Arm wars.
Big match.
Yeah, it was the biggest match to date, and probably my most favorite match of my career yet.
Yeah, it was an amazing match. I think that kind of really broke you out into the international scene.
I think so.
I think...
But he was USA champion, and he had finished 4th in the world previous to that. So he was very highly touted. I remember we both went down together, and everyone thought he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
And he did for the first 3 matches, except I got him the next 4. So I ended up winning that, but it was an incredible fight. We met twice with the same result, 3-3 each time.
You guys just kill each other.
Yeah, that was my big breakout.
Yeah, it's probably going to be another one after you.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that guy
Steve
again.
Green just did something to him there. I don't know.
Who? Steve Green. He was at a bench presser? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Steve Green. That's all I know about Steve Green. Well, let me think. So 2012, you, in my opinion, 2012, when you beat Dan Cadlick, I think at that point you were the strongest arm wrestler in all of Canada.
Fucking right I was.
I believe that.
Yeah.
So after that, your life got a little bit rough there for a while. You got banged up. I think you might have slipped a bit.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you've been off for a while.
Yep, a year and a half, almost a year and a half. I was a full year off with an injury, and I went back almost 6 months with like good training. Yep.
So where do you think your form is now for this event compared to, like, say, your 2010 or 2012?
I'm a better arm wrestler. I'm more diversified just because of the way we train, we're always doing new things. So I got more tools in the toolbox. My strength is going to be close. I don't think it's as high as then, because then I'm cutting weight for this. I started about 12 weeks ago to almost 240. I've got to be 200 for the event. So I'm including a water cut. So I'm dropping a lot of weight. So that's going to affect my strength a little bit. I'm still strong. I'm stronger than the rest of these guys in the field. But I don't think I was as strong as in 2012, but I'm strong enough.
So, prediction?
I'm going to win. I don't know who's going to sort out the rest of the stuff. I really don't care. I don't care who comes at me, what they do, how many matches I've had. I don't care if I've had wars. You can draw my name first. Okay, I'll say this right now. You can draw my name first, line the rest of those 15 guys up, and I'll take them all back to back. That's what's going to happen.
It's awesome.
I'm that strong right now.
This is a big part of this tournament. Your comeback in this tournament is one of the things that makes it so exciting. There's a few big stories, and this is one of them. And
it's the story. There
you go. This Saturday, the story, John Milne's comeback, 2015.
Beginning of big things, bigger things to come.
Oh, what's next? What's next after this?
Well, up until this point, like now I can look into the future, because up until this point in my training, I didn't want to look past this event, right? But now my training is done, and I can look to future targets.
Yeah.
And I got one guy in mind, 2 guys. One's Hassan Monfils.
Yeah, well, he's a punk.
Crush him.
That dude, he's back on this team, thinks he can snore. Get it.
For real. There's one guy I want. And, it's Todd Hutchings. He's the #1 guy probably in the world at 200 pounds. I think I can beat him, and I want to beat him. And
wow.
He's the guy I want. If you're 200 pounds and you don't want to arm wrestle Todd Hutchings, get the fuck out of the sport.
What do you know? Todd Hutchings got a target on his back.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But it's easy, right? All you got to do is top roll that guy.
I can do anything with him. I'll be able to do anything with him. Like, I don't give a shit what he's doing. I'm getting that strong and I'm that good. And I'm going to go after him. Simple as that. He's on the target deck.
Good luck this weekend, buddy. Great to see you back in action.
Fucking right.
High Hookers.